Hello there everybody, my name is Allied Cam and today we are playing another episode of Prison Architecture. Architecture is the study of prison architecture. Yeah. Anyway, I've got words. I've got all of the best words. Last time we expanded our prison a little bit more, finished up some grants, and then got some of these areas all put together and squared away, but it looks like we still need the altar to get established in here, which it hasn't arrived yet. Unfortunately, getting anything installed this far deep into the prison is going to require our installers to go past multiple checkpoints to get to where they need to go. But hopefully that will not be an issue for too much longer. The CCTV has to connect to the new cameras, which is this one here. I will have a new one in our new visitation area, which I need to deploy a guard to, which will be here. And because we're starting to get a little overwhelmed with everybody, I'm going to bring on, we'll bring on 10 more guards. I know that's going to cut pretty heavily into our budget, but it's better to have the guards and not need them than need them and not have them. And then I'm going to go ahead and make this a visitation room. So for rooms we need visitation. And then I need the visitor booths and chairs. There they are. So I'll just drop 1, 2, 3 like that. And then, we'll squeeze them in real tight like that, so that way everybody can get in. Alright, the biggest thing I want to see this episode is if prisoners are circumventing my my very, very intensive airlock idea to get in and out of this hallway, because I really don't want them to be in here. There's my psychologist. And then I'd also like to see how they're doing for classes and, work and stuff like that. Unfortunately, okay, work just ended, so I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow to see if that's actually going to happen like I want. And we're just waiting for, looks like this is just becoming a way that staff are currently going around, which is going to be a little aggravating. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's one less, door for them to get through. Still, I really want to really limit the availability for inmates to come into this area unless absolutely necessary. While I'm waiting for that to finish building, I'm actually just going to start speeding things along a little bit here. I'm going to take a look at my bureaucracy and see what I got. Tasers are still getting rolled out, but I don't think that I need to start deploying those too quickly yet. And we have surveillance and dogs, so I'll see about working on that. I also want to look at remote access. I'll start the research now, but I really don't want to start implementing that until I build my Supermax facility. I'm also going to use my lawyer to start researching something I haven't done yet, which is small cells. Oh, I need a lawyer to do that, so I need a new office. And then some other really expensive things. And I'll research that as well. But that means I need a new office, which means I need to expand the current office space that I have, which is pretty small, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I think the best thing that I can do is just sort of continue tacking on things to this big area here, and then I'm going to build a kennel for my dogs and an armory. But I don't think that I need much in the way of an armory, at least for the first part. For this first part here, because like I said, minimum security prisoners, they're not going to be as dangerous. At least I don't think so. What I do want to do is a shakedown, though. I haven't done one yet, and I would like to search all these prisoners. Oh, what's this? Aw, he's talking with his family. Neat. But we'll just let my guards go through and search everyone, see how that works out. Yeah, see, look at this guy. He's hanging out here in the hallway. here he comes. Yeah, he's gonna sit down and talk with his family now. These are the visitors, his wife obviously, and their son. Why'd you... Knife. So somebody's going to solitary for that. So far, not as much contraband as I figured that there would be in here. So I'm actually really happy with that. And then I'll build out my parole area here once I sort of finish figuring out what needs to happen in this area. And yeah, I think I'll probably just make another room. Have the door extend into here. And then I'll build a classroom. I think probably over here. And yeah, I think that once we have the classroom and the other things that we need for this prison to work properly, I'll start breaking ground on the normal security prison, and that's going to take quite a bit of our resources and time. But you know, we'll slowly be increasing our population as time goes on. All of our guards are currently busy at the moment, which is you know, to be expected. They're doing a shakedown, you know, full search of the prison. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the foundation while they're doing that. Still not too much contraband. I'm really happy with that. You know what? I'm just going to expand this all the way down here. I'll build... I'm sure that I'll need something. And I'll go ahead and drop a door in there. And part of the area in here will be visitation. So that's how they'll be getting in and out. So far, none of my prisoners really strolling down the hallway, which I'm thankful for. Nobody's coming in and bothering my my person here. Oh, I found a knife on this guy. And then they're just going to finish searching these places. Oh, that's right. I need to finish building an office as well. Alright. That is complete. No, not a whole lot of contraband. I'm really happy with that shakedown. It did, of course, make my danger level go up, because prisoners will tend to get a little bit more ornery the more and more that you search them, and they'll dislike it, especially because it starts putting them in the solitary confinement places, the SEG. But while they're in here, I get to see if any of these guys want to be snitches. So they're in these solitary rooms. This guy's ex-law enforcement, and that's all we know about them. But so far it looks like none of these guys are all that interested in being turned into CIs, which is unfortunate, but you know, that is sort of the way it is. Hey, this guy's kind of just wandering around. I guess he's technically in solitary, but the game just doesn't register it. I didn't realize I have enough space for another cell over here, so I'm going to go ahead and drop one in. Drop a toilet, and then a room, just like that. And then we're going to need the water to get to that cell as well. I'll just branch it off of that one right there, so that way I don't have to run the water underneath those areas. We'll build out our foundation back here. And this, I think, I would like to be sort of the limit of the MinSec side of the house. And I'll go ahead and drop a door in here for our. I'll make it a staff door, because this is where our lawyer is going to be. And once he gets in here, I'll be able to research things that I'll need for the later parts of the game. See how our programs are looking. I queued a bunch of them up. Still not time in the time slot. No time in the regimen. Let's take a look at that regimen. I've got 3 hours slotted for it. I'm not sure why they're upset. Or why that's not going to work out. Tell you what, why don't we move eating up, and then I'll make work sort of move this way. Ah, that just cleared it. Alright, you are going to do like this. Lock up. Free time. Then you're going to eat. And then you're going to work for 3 hours. Then you're going to go to the yard. I'm going to give you guys some free time. Do what you want. Until bed, because you guys are my minimum security prisoners. So maybe that'll handle it. I'm just going to stop all of these. And then start it back up again. Yeah, okay, see, there it goes. It didn't like it that there wasn't a spot in the time slot before, but there is now. So these prisoners will conduct kitchen safe and healthy. Kitchen safety and hygiene. So we need also a few other things. Behavioral therapy. None in the queue right now, so I won't start it. They do have 4 in the queue for drug treatment and addiction. Probably the same for alcoholics and group therapy. What needs to be happened here? Led by a psychologist in a common room. Requires a chair for each prisoner. I almost wonder if I need to have a new, a specifically assigned psychiatrist for that as well, because, yeah. Let's see if I drop chairs in here, that'll make them work. I mean, this is a really small, you know, common room, so... There we go. I probably could have made it a little bigger had I known that I was going to have to do that. So I'm going to stop it again, and I'm going to start it again. Yeah, no equipment. Well, I'm not sure how to make that one work, so we'll get back to it later. In the meantime, though, we do have a chapel now, so spiritual guidance is something that we can definitely do. Maybe it's because the chairs haven't been installed yet. That's probably it, I bet. So, oh well. Next thing, I'm going to build a couple more offices. Minimum size is 4x4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be a really odd-shaped area. Oh no, I'm sticking my lawyer in the smallest office in the building. Maybe I could make this a... Maybe I can make this area like storage or something. I'll come up with an idea. Just drop a door in there right now. So you need to have an office desk, a chair, and a file cabinet. There we go. And that'll be where our lawyer will sit. Looks like they're back asleep. and I'm pretty happy with that. So we should be getting our next 12 prisoners before too much longer. Come in very shortly here within the next 8 hours in game. So I'm just going to speed this along, have that happen, and then I can build in my parole room here while we're waiting on that. Minimum size 5 by 5, and then we need a visitors table. Only need one though, because it seems like only one prisoner gets paroled at a time, so this room is not used all that terribly often. Again, everything is so off-center, that's going to drive me up a wall, but you know, the sacrifices we make. You get what you pay for when it comes to, you know, a warden who's building his prison. Alright, what other rooms do I need that I could squeeze in this little space here? Kennel, armory, exports. I can't really do another office in here, not unless I tear down this wall. Staff, I need a lawyer. There you go. So you'll take that office there, Mr. Attorney. I don't have any armed guards or snipers yet, and I don't think I'll need them until I start building out this facility a little bit more. I do want one dog or 1 or 2 dog handlers, so that way I can have them do the perimeter. So what I'm going to do here is, yeah, here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this area sort of storage, and then I'm going to drop a couple kennels in here as well. So I need kennels. Dog. Crate. That's what I meant to say. I'm not sure which way that's going to be facing. I'll put 3 of them in here. And then no, that's not going to let me do that. Because it's not a 5 by 5 room. Ah, dismantle, dismantle, dismantle. So this place is going to be a storage closet instead. You know, every place always has those, you know, little nooks and crannies that you hide things away in. For whatever reason, because some guy didn't plan properly when he was putting this place together the first time. So this is now going to be my storage space. As for the dogs, this is going to be a little weird, but I'm going to go ahead and build out an area here. Give me kennel. And I'll drop it over here. And I'll build walls around it. And then I'll put a nifty door on that, and then we'll drop the kennels in. I don't want many dogs. They make the inmates uncomfortable, but I do want to have some sort of detection in case somebody's trying to sneak out. So I will go ahead and install those, and then hire the dogs, and make a route around this prison portion here. 20 prisoners have serious complaints. It's probably the incoming prisoners. They're probably a bit annoyed with their new situation. So, not that I can blame them terribly for that, but you know, it is sort of what it is. You're in prison. And visitation is ongoing, and it looks like parole is good as well. Do I have to make that part of my program? I can't recall. Parole hearing. Excellent. So that is something that I can now do, is have parole hearings. Oh, got a phone call from the mayor. The media have started a campaign over the amenities granted to prisoners, and it's bringing a lot of heat up my office. I'm passing a bill which bans exercise equipment in prison yards, so I need you to remove all weight benches from your yards or you will be fined. You have 6 hours. Oh man. That's... If I were in prison and they took my weight bench away, I'd be extremely upset. So I could probably either eat the fine, or else I could, you know, just dismantle this, these weight benches. So it looks like I'm dismantling it. If they do start getting all antsy and angry and stuff like that, I will reinstall them and I'll eat the fine. I'm not all that really worried about eating that money. But, you know, it's still not something that I'm happy about. Hire 3 dog handlers. And then I will go ahead and make a dog patrol using this application here around the exterior of the prison. So I want to be able to detect if tunnels are going through. Now by the time they breach this wall, they're already out of it. So what I'd like to have is one through here. And then one... Yeah, we'll go up and down here with the other one. And then sort of one along this whole exterior wall here. Because they only seem to drill out from their cells. They don't want to do it from like the library or anything. So that's 3 dogs going from going around the existing facility that we have. Next intake will be coming soon, and I'm just going to fill it up to 80. So we're just sort of building up our prisoner capacity in waves, and I'm perfectly okay with that. We still have a little additional room in here if we need to build out our any more of our facility for, you know, whatever it is these guys will need. And the only last thing that I think that I want to build for these inmates is like a classroom. Sorry, I clicked off screen there. And I'm not sure where I want to do it, but I think since our yard is now just a giant fucking, you know, area like this. What is my schedule looking like? They're all hungry. So they go to the yard, and then they have free time, and then they eat. So I have an idea. How about I make this? Yeah, okay. So they only have a little bit of yard time. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little better. I'm happier with that regimen. So for the classroom, it's actually kind of beneficial if you have a couple of them. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to build 2 small classrooms sort of here. So I'm actually going to dismantle these telephones. And I'm going to rebuild them over here. Objects. Oh, and I should probably build sprinklers. I've never done this before, but I am interested in putting sprinklers in my kitchen. So I'll drop those in there like that. And I want to build out this this area here as a classroom or 2. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop a staff door on here, so that way the prisoners will be able to come in or go into the classroom as needed. Or I mean, the workers will, at least until the building is complete. And then I think I'd like to split it up if I can, or again, the fence is cutting through my room here. So now I have to remove these walls here, and then build actual walls. And then make this a classroom instead of a oh, god damn it. This these walls are still waiting to get demolished, so rebuild the walls here, thank you. I guess my only next question is, how can I turn this into 2 classrooms? Is that possible? Can this be done? I think so, but I'm gonna have to close the yard out a little bit more, so I'm just gonna drop another foundation along here. And expand it along here. I'll have to tear down this fence again, and then I'll just keep maybe tear down this wall and then cut both of them equally in half. And I think that that's what we'll end up doing, and that'll be how they'll get in and out, is through this door here, and then they'll come into each classroom or go. Okay, so I do need to demolish these walls and then build new concrete walls. Let's change this dog patrol too, so that way it's not... it's not going to continue to be an issue. And then I still have this room over here that I can do stuff for. This is an unusual problem for me. Normally I don't have this much space when I'm playing this game. Usually everything is really kind of finite, but you know, I decided to play on an extra large map this time, so it's sort of all working out, for which I am thankful. I wish this library got a little bit more stocked with books. It looks very, like, barren. And I wish these food trays got, you know, cleaned up a little quicker. Oh, I see. So for 77 hours I need to make sure that there are no weight benches in the yard. I have to continue to abide by that ruling. Colossal pain in the ass, if you ask me. So I need a new classroom. Alright, but first I want to, oh, god damn it. 45 of my prisoners just fucking escaped. They just walked out. Wow. That's a pretty unfriggin' believable jailbreak. I don't... Where did they... It must have come out of these toilets here. Alright, I guess, you know, fucking search all this shit and dismantle these toilets. Because I just lost a ton of money. I gotta dismantle all these toilets now. Find out where where they dug out from. I should have thought about that. They only ever come out of the toilets. Just fucking straight out like that, huh? Straight out the small pipes. Wow. Well, that's a fucking major setback. I don't even know what we're gonna do now. So... Alright, I think that's a good place to stop for today. I'm gonna have to come up with a plan and come back at these guys. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm losing all sorts of money now, and half my prison population just walked out. More than that. Alrighty, everybody, thank you so very much for watching. My name has been Allied Cam. I will hopefully see you all next time. Bye.